guys, it's Angie, and I know it's been a long time. Long story short, just I have not been in a very good mental place, to say the least, and life has been very trying. So I just did not want to film at all for the last 6 weeks or so. So please forgive me for that, but now we're back and hopefully I can get on a schedule and post videos more regularly and all this stuff, but we'll see how things go within the next few weeks and I can tell you whether or not that's going to be the case. Anyways, this video is going to be a skincare update video. There's going to be a lot of products because it's been about 6 months since I last did a skin update. I'm sorry for the length of this video, and I'm hoping that I can get through it as quickly as possible. And we are in the beauty room right now, or my office, however you want to put it. This is the only part that's actually kind of not bad to look at. So yeah, I'm going to talk about products that I have used and then stopped using, and then I'm going to go into my normal skincare and all of that good stuff. I did want to mention the products that I have stopped using because at the time I was filming the vlogs, these are products that I believe were in rotation and everything, so I felt like it was fair to talk about them. Before we get into it, I did want to mention, in case you are new here, I do have oily, acne-prone, cystic acne-prone skin. Although the cystic acne has subsided for the most part, I haven't had a lot of cystic breakouts or anything lately, but I am experiencing hormonal acne right now because it is around that time of the month. So that's what's going on my chin. I will do close-ups on my face and everything towards the end of the video so you can see how my skin's looking and all of that. Please subscribe if you haven't, like if you do, and let's get started. So I used the system back in January and February, but I stopped using it because I ran out of the moisturizer and I wasn't necessarily enjoying it. This is the Juice Beauty Stem Cellular collection. There's the anti-wrinkle moisturizer, anti-wrinkle eye treatment, and anti-wrinkle booster serum. I stopped using it when I ran out of the moisturizer, and it is a pot moisturizer, and you guys, if you have seen my videos, know how I feel like about pot moisturizers. Not necessarily my favorite. The moisturizer smells like Pledge furniture polish. So this was a big turn-off for me, but I did go through it. I didn't necessarily notice that it was hydrating my skin better than most moisturizers or anything like that, but it was a nice formula. Just the smell of it just killed me, so I was so happy once I finished this that was it. The eye treatment that comes in the kit did not do anything for me. If anything, I feel like it kind of accentuated the wrinkles that are under my eyes, so I did not like this at all. The booster serum though, I did notice that it made my skin feel very like plump in the morning. I know it's said to use morning and night, but it was too thick of a serum during the day. This is the only thing that actually showed some kind of difference in my skin. But I am not going to repurchase this. I'm on the fence about it, honestly. I don't really feel like I need this serum in my life, but it was a nice serum. But overall, I would not repurchase the kit again. Another product that I stopped using because I didn't like it was the Mario Badescu Glycolic Acid Toner. This made my skin sticky after using it, and I didn't like that at all. I wanted to compare it to the Pixi Glow Tonic, and I don't like this better than that at all. I didn't notice any difference in my skin, whereas the Pixi one, I did feel like brighter and all of that good stuff when I was using it. When I finish my current toner, I might pick up the Glow Tonic one more time, but this one to me did nothing. It just made me sad, so if I can return it, I probably will. The next product that I stopped using, and it's not because I don't like it, because I love this. This is the Clear Start Overnight Treatment from Dermalogica. This is like an all-over treatment, at least in my opinion. I used it all over my face and it worked really well for me. The only reason why I stopped using it is because this tube in particular is expired. I didn't notice that until like 2 months ago, and it expired back in November, so I was like, oh, I don't want to use this on my face anymore. I wish I would have picked this up when I got my 20% off coupon at Ulta, but I did not. I wasn't thinking. But if you are looking for an all-over acne treatment, this is actually pretty good. If your skin reacts pretty well to salicylic acid, I would try it out. It's like $19, so it's not too bad, not too terribly expensive. If you have access to base, it's cheaper on base. Another product that I just stopped using because I had other stuff in my skincare collection to use is the Freeman Apple Cider Vinegar 4-in-1 Foaming Clay. this tube right here. I'm not too sure if they changed the packaging or not since they put this one out, but this is a mask, scrub, cleanser, and toner all in one. So you can use it to wash your face or leave it on and let it do its thing as a mask and a toner, or whatever you want it to do. It smells really good. It smells like fresh, juicy apples. The grit in it is very fine, so I think this is one that you could use on a daily basis if you really wanted to, and if not daily, every other day. As a mask, I don't know if it necessarily like helped with my pore size or anything like that, but I did like using it as a mask whenever I felt like doing a mask. It doesn't have that weird apple cider vinegar smell that assaults your nostrils. This was actually very pleasant, and it's fairly affordable. I picked it up at Ulta, pretty much anywhere you can pick up Freeman's, I'm sure you could find this. The next two products are from Glam Glow. This is the Super Mud, and this is the Thirsty Mud. The only reason why I stopped using the Super Mud is because in this little itty bitty pot, you can see there's like a whole bunch in there, right? It fucking dried out on me, and that pissed me off so much, and I didn't feel the need to buy a full size. I mean, it worked really, really well. Like, I understand the hype around this. This is a great product, but the fact that it dries out is not worth $70 to me. You know what I mean? Especially since I was only using this particular pot for, I want to say 3 months off and on. I use this all over my face. I use this as a spot treatment and everything. I'm not going to pay $20 for a small pot like this, or the $69, excuse me, for the size like this. The Thirsty Mud, I don't feel like did anything for my skin. I never felt like my skin just felt refreshed and hydrated and all of that good stuff that it's supposed to make you feel. It felt really cooling on the skin, it smells pretty good, and just so you guys know, like, I did put a pretty decent dent in it. Like, for a few weeks, I was using this religiously, especially under my eyes because it's supposed to be hydrating and all of that. I did it all over my face. I would leave it on for like 2 or 3 hours all over my face and everything, but I did not see a drastic difference in my skin while using this. So I'm glad when I picked this up, I did not pay the full price for it, but I wish it actually did something for my skin. I think those are all the skincare products that I stopped using that I was using while I was vlogging. And now we'll get into my normal skincare routine. First thing, makeup remover. The makeup remover that I have been using and I still use is the Garnier Micellar Water. There is times where it doesn't get all my mascara, so after I cleanse my face and I see that I have some mascara left on like my bottom eyelid or wherever the case may be, I will just take a cotton round or a cotton pad, put a little bit more on, and then leave it on for a couple seconds and then swipe it off and it'll all be gone. I don't have any other real makeup removers besides this. I did use the Clean It Zero cleansing balm, but I didn't like that when it got into my eyes, I couldn't see. Like, it would get really, really foggy. I did try using makeup remover wipes, but they were not nearly as effective as this. So I would take the wipes, dump this on there, and then do my whole face. So I really like this, but I do want to try both the L'Oreal one and the Bioderma to see what I like the most. But for right now, I mean, I still have a pretty decent way to go on this, so I will finish this off and put this in an empties later down the road. I like it, I still use it, but I want to try more things. Now, as far as cleansers go, I have 3 to talk about here. So we have the African Black Soap from Shea Moisture. I've had this bar for almost a year, which is kind of gross, but it still works. My skin really likes this, especially after I wear makeup. I definitely use this every time I wear makeup. It just gets down into my pores and deep cleans it really, really well, and I still use my Foreo Luna Mini with it. I just like rinse this off, make sure I get any kind of like residue that may be left on here off, and then while it's still wet, I'll dig in there like this and then do my face. I know if you don't like the bar form, they make a liquid form or like one that's in a squeeze tube if you want to try it out. But this is the one that I will link down below in case you are interested. The other cleanser that I'm pretty sure I've mentioned on my channel before is the Banish the Starter cleanser. This is like a lotion on your skin. You just massage it in. It doesn't foam or anything like that. But it does have, I believe, a peppermint oil or some kind of oil that just does this nice cooling sensation on your skin, but you don't want to get it in your eyes. This is a great morning moisturizer cleanser in my opinion because of the cooling sensation. It just wakes you up. The only thing I don't like about this cleanser is the pump on it, because as you can see, this is how one pump comes out. That's it. So to me, that's definitely not enough. I'm sitting there pumping it like 20 times to be able to cleanse my skin in the morning. It smells so good. Like, it just smells clean and rich. Like, rich as in like it's gonna do a lot for your skin and everything. And all you gotta do is rinse it off and you're good to go. Now, my newest cleanser that I've been using both day and night, and only nights that I don't wear makeup, I hope that makes sense, is this one from La Roche-Posay. I'm sorry if I'm saying that incorrectly. I'm honestly not too sure. But this brand right here, you will know it by the box here. This is the Hydrating Gentle Cleanser, and this is formulated for normal to dry skin. But after I got a facial at Ulta, the esthetician had told me that I should start using more hydrating, gentle, calming kind of cleansers so this way I don't irritate my skin so much. So this is what I picked up because I didn't want to pay for Dermalogica. And in my opinion, this is so nice. It's like that nice jelly, milky kind of cleanser, if that even makes sense. I feel like this is a lot more effective than Cetaphil, even though this is twice the price of Cetaphil. I believe this is about $15. I really like the fact that like you can just feel it getting in there and it feels so nice on the skin. On here it does say that it can take off face and eye makeup. I haven't used this to take off makeup because I prefer to try and take off all my makeup before cleansing. I read in the reviews it's not the greatest makeup remover, so maybe not, but I really like it so far. Now on to toning. The toner that I've been using lately is the Dickinson's Pore Perfecting Toner. Sorry, this is what it looks like. It's a pretty big bottle, and I believe it is under $7, maybe? At least the grocery store that I picked it up from, it was about $7. I like using it. I feel really refreshed when I am using it. The only thing that I hate, absolutely hate, the scent of this is horrible. It's just terrible. And I don't know if that's how witch hazel is supposed to smell, but the scent of it reminds me of when I used to have to go to the clinic all the time as a kid. And I hate that smell so much. Oh my god. But other than that, I mean, it feels really nice on the skin. I haven't seen any issues with my skin since I started using this. If you are acne prone and if you are looking for something that is supposed to be used for sensitive skin, maybe try this one out. Now, typically after toning is serums. So the serum that I use during the day is the Kiehl's Clearly Corrective Dark Spot solution. This is what it looks like. So this way I have some kind of like serum on my face that might help with my tone correcting and all that. I use this because it's supposed to work in conjunction with the BB cream, and I have been wearing the BB cream very often. So this way I get like double the vitamin C to help my scars and all of that. It smells like Grease Lightning from Lush, that serum, if you've ever smelled it. It's the same scent. I don't know if it's necessarily like the same ingredients and stuff like that. I like it. I don't know necessarily if it's helping as much as my other serum that I use at night as far as like lightening my scars or anything, but I do feel more comfortable having a serum on during the day just to have that extra skincare, and this isn't bad. So the night serum that I've been using is still the Luna Sleeping Night Oil. I just started using this again because of the facial that I had at Ulta. Because I was using retinols and glycolic acid and stuff like that, I had to do like somewhat of a skin detox. They didn't want the products that they were going to use on my face to react to the stuff on my skin already. I hope that makes sense. So I stopped using it for like a month. I started using it again about 3 weeks ago, pretty much either every other night or nightly. I'm down to here on the bottle, and I've had this bottle for 10 months now. I use about 5 drops all over my face. I kind of like swirl it into my face and then pat it on, and I just love how my skin looks in the morning when I use this because it's supple and it's plump and I don't feel as red, and it's just, it's so nice to use this and see a difference in the morning. And that's why I keep using it. Now please know that this is very, very expensive. This is $105, but it is worth the investment because you will get the time out of it. Another night treatment that I have been using is the Carez Wild Rose Advanced Brightening Sleeping Facial, this guy right here. And you can see when I take off the lid, I put a pretty decent dent in it. Yeah. It smells so good. I use this about 2 or 3 times a week, sometimes every other night, and if not every other night, every third night I will use this. And you literally need a pea size for your whole face, and it just, I even run it down my neck so this way my neck feels amazing in the morning too. And with the Luna oil, like these two together, I just feel so bright and radiant in the morning, and it's so nice to feel that way when you have such crappy skin like myself, or at least that's just the way I feel. My skin has gotten so much better since I started YouTube because of like derma rolling. Some of the serums that I've used over the last few years have definitely helped, but like after having such crappy skin for so long and being able to wake up with a brighter, radiant complexion because of products like this, it's so nice. So after serums is moisturizers, and I have a few to talk about here. And it looks like a lot, but you'll see. Okay, the first one I'm going to talk about is the Hey Honey 24/7 Honey Day and Night Cream. This is what it looks like. Has a nice little pump, but as you can see, I am completely out of it. I have been using this one for the last, I want to say like 4 or 6 months. I'm honestly not too sure. I just loved how this felt on my skin. I remember having the sample from Ipsy, and it rocked my world, so I had to pick up the full size. For me personally, I used 2 or 3 pumps, excuse me, and that would do my whole face and my neck, and I just loved how it made my skin feel. It didn't have an offensive smell or anything, and I'm just really, really sad that I ran out of it, because when I ran out, it was very, very sudden, but I did not repurchase it because I wanted to try a different moisturizer, but I did like this very, very much. Next moisturizer, I guess, if you want to call this a moisturizer, is the Pearlessence Argan and Vitamin E Treatment Oil. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. You can see that right there. I picked this up at TJ Maxx, and I only paid $7 for it. It's a steal. Now, the only reason why I picked up an oil like this is because when I picked it up, it was at the time of year when my skin was getting really dry. It felt like it was cracking, and it was just irritated, and it was horrible. So I was like, you know what? I want a facial oil. And even though I have the Argan oil from Josie Maran over there on my desk and everything, I didn't want to use that. I wanted to use something lighter. And as you can see, this is a pretty like liquidy oil. One pump is about the size of a quarter. For me, I put all over my face, down my neck, and then if I still have some left over, I'll put it down here on my chest and everything. I like how it feels on my skin. It doesn't feel heavy. This is what I have on my face right now, so that's what's giving me that dew. And it feels really nice, and I really like it. I definitely use this more on days where I know I'm not going to wear makeup because I'm not too sure how makeup would react with this. And like on days where I do feel super duper dry and I don't want to use like a lotion or anything like that, I'll pick this up and put this on my face. Next moisturizer is the Jergens Natural Glow. This is for fair to medium skin tones. And the only reason why I picked this up and that I'm showing this to you guys is to let you know that I've been using this to somewhat like tan my neck, because my neck, as you can see, is freaking pasty, so fucking pale that I'm not comfortable with it. But I didn't want to have to deal with having such a light neck, especially when my arms are a lot darker, and like, you know, with summer coming around and everything like that, like I want to be a little deeper in skin tone, just a little more tan. So I figured that I would start tanning my neck with this. It's affordable. The only downside is it does have that self-tanner smell. And the last moisturizer, I'm going to throw the eye cream in with this because these can both be used as eye creams. This is the Lanolin Lano All Over Everywhere Multi-Cream from Lanolips. I think that's the name of the company. It's an Australian brand, and Ulta is carrying this brand now. Initially, I bought this to be an all-over face moisturizer, but it is too rich for that, at least for my skin. I guess my oils and this did not necessarily mesh very well, especially on my cheeks. I did notice that I was starting to break out a little bit, so I stopped using this all over my face and only started using it under my eyes. It is a very thick, very rich cream, and I like it for other parts of my body now. You know, if you're feeling a little chapped in the breasticles, there you go. But it does say here on the back that you can use this as a day cream, night cream, hand cream, eye cream, body cream, and a baby cream. So if you're looking for a super hydrating, super thick, like nourishing cream, I guess you can say, this is your guy. And if you use this as an eye cream, this will last you forever. Since we talked about this as an eye cream, we'll go into the other eye cream that I have. This is the Neutrogena Hydra Boost Gel Cream for your eyes with hyaluronic acid. Picked this up because the other eye cream that I mentioned earlier just didn't work out for me, and I wanted an eye cream. It does absorb really well into the skin, and I even take it around to the outer corners and up above and all that good stuff. Oh, and last little like nightly skincare thing that I do is put this guy on. This is from Bella Enchanted. This is the all natural eyelash conditioner. Got this off of Etsy because I wanted something to help grow my brows and grow my lashes and everything. So I found this one, and it's making my bottom lashes like stand out, which is amazing because I have all of 3 bottom lashes. And now I feel like I have more, and it's amazing, and I love it. And I love like throwing it in my brows because, as you can see, the tail end of my brows is kind of like sparse, especially this one. So I feel like this is like conditioning my brow hairs to be a little more thick and all that good stuff. Don't necessarily know if it's helping my brows, but I am seeing a difference in my lower lashes and a little bit in my upper lashes. Again, I will have all these products linked down below for you guys so you guys can find it and check it out. Now, as far as masks go, I have 3 to share with you guys. I'm sorry this is so product heavy, but this is a skin update. I'm letting you know what I've been doing with my skin. And the first one that I'm going to talk about is the Hell Pore Cleanup Mask. Now, this has made its rounds on YouTube like crazy as being the most painful mask like in the world. Let me tell you, if you are going to use this mask, do not put it on this part of your face. I repeat, do not put it on this part of your face or too close under your eyes or in your brows or too close to your hairline. It will fucking hurt. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. But if you use it in areas where you are very porous and you have a lot of blackheads and stuff like that, it will do its job. Now, what I would recommend doing is after you cleanse your face, steam your face with either a rag or a steamer. If you want to do the rag method, all you have to do is take a washcloth or a rag, throw it under hot water, and just get it like soaking, wring it, soak it, wring it, and then throw it on your face for like 30 seconds until the towel feels like it's cooling down. Take it off, make sure your skin is dry, and then put this on. Let me show you the areas of the face you should use it on. So this way it's like the most effective and you actually get what you need out of it. So you want to do your T-zone right above your brows up here. If you're porous, do not get it in your brows. It sucks. Definitely in between your brows. If you break out there a lot like myself, that's a good spot to hit. Your whole nose, because of blackheads all over your nose, you want to get them out right here where all your pores are that get clogged and you get a lot of blackheads. So all right here. You can do the upper lip. I've never had any issues when I did my upper lip, but yeah, you can do here. And then right here on your chin. Do not get it in other areas of your face like right here, too close to the top of your forehead, or anything like that. Just do it where you have blackheads. Don't do it all over. When you do it all over, it does make your skin feel really smooth afterwards, but you will cry. I don't know how many times I've done that where I'm like, maybe I've grown an immunity to it. Let me do it all over my face. Yeah. No, don't do it. It hurts. Like I'll sit and start peeling from like right back here and I'll be like, this is why I don't do this. So yeah, know this. Just do this more in the center of your face, like here and here. Don't do it anywhere else. There's no need. And I know like it says like leave it on for 10 minutes. I personally leave it on until it dries completely. And like if I touch it, it feels a little hard. That's when I'll pull it off. And maybe that's why it gets the most painful like right here. But that's how I feel like it's the most effective, is so it's completely dry and then you don't have to like scrub to get all the little bits out. But yeah, that's the Hell Pore mask. I do use it. I use it like maybe like once every 2 weeks. Like I don't do it very often. But I do use this and I do like it. When you do it properly, I'm sure you'll like it too. Another mask that I've been using is the Peter Thomas Roth Irish Moor Mud Purifying Black Mask. I do feel like my skin is a lot brighter after using this, but then again, when you put this on, it looks like you're doing blackface. It just, your skin feels so nice afterwards, and I really like that about this. When it comes to removing it, it is a little bit of a bit. What the hell? What did I tell you about doing that?
Oh, say hi.
Hi, baby.
Hello.
Hello.
Love you.
I love you too. Anyways, this is a pain in the ass to take off if you try to do it just with your hands. So definitely use a washcloth, like a warm, wet washcloth to get this off. This way you get all of it. Otherwise you're going to be sitting there rinsing your face for like ever. Doesn't have a smell to it or anything. Like literally there's no scent. And yeah. Now the last mask that I've been using, and I've only been using this for about a week and a half, but I've seen such a dramatic difference in my skin using this than when I wasn't using it, since the Super Mud, is the Indian Healing Clay. Now I know mine doesn't look like the one that you see all over YouTube, but it's because this one is the sodium bentonite clay. The one that everybody uses is a calcium bentonite clay. The main difference is that this one is a little more yellow in color. I don't even know if it'll show up a yellow on camera, but it has a yellow tint to it, whereas the Indian healing clay with like the little pyramid on it, that one is a little more green, I believe. And then with this one, I believe you could technically ingest this one. Don't quote me. That's what I read online. I'm not too sure. I wouldn't eat it, but those are the main differences. Anyways, I do use it with the apple cider vinegar from Bragg's. All I do is like I eyeball it to make it equal, or just until it gets like a paste, and then put it on my face. And I have noticed that when I am breaking out like on my chin, this was so much worse like 2 days ago. It's like half the size now. And it's because I use this. I know it says on here to like leave it on for how long? 10 to 15 minutes. I leave it on until it's fully dry. That's how I know it's pulling everything out. That's just what I do. I stop putting it on my upper lip because it's not breaking out there, and this way I can move my mouth, vape while I'm waiting for it to dry and all that stuff. I found this to be just as effective, in my opinion, as the Super Mud from Glam Glow. So like I understand the hype around the Indian clay as well. This whole tub was like 10 bucks. I will link this one in particular down below, and then I will put the alternative one, or the one that everybody has, as well down below, in case you are interested as well. What? In case you're interested in that as well. So yeah, options. That's pretty much all of the products that I've been using lately, getting my skin to where it is right now. I know it's still really, really red. Honestly, Secretly Obvious, and I think I mentioned this in my last skincare update, but when I was using Secretly Obvious, it gave me a permanent redness to my face. So I'm still trying to correct that and figure out what to do with it. Let me pull all my hair back, and then we will start looking at my skin and seeing how my skin's doing up close. Okay, so this is the left side of my face. As you can see, like there's not a lot of acne here. Like I have a spot right here, but other than that, this is all just scarring. And then all of the acne that I do have is here on my chin. And I know it's really gross to see like whiteheads like this. I haven't washed my skin for the night yet, so that's why that's looking like that. And then this is the right side of my face. And again, it's just all scarring. Like I don't have any breakouts over here, so that's really nice. And then my nose, you can see I do have a little bit of blackheads here on my nose. We'll get down so you guys can see my forehead. I do have a little bit of a bump right here and right here, but it's just because I like plucked the hell out of my brows because I haven't gotten them done in a while. But my forehead's looking pretty clear except for this bump here and this one. And then I think, nope, that's not a bump. Yeah, I just have really red scars, but for the most part, my face is looking pretty clear. Oh, and then I have this bump here under my brow. But yeah, that is my updated skincare video. And I guess the routine as well. Let me know what you guys want to see next. I am planning on doing my everyday makeup routine using the CC cream that I mentioned earlier, or the BB cream. I'm not too sure what they call it, but it's by Kiehl's. I'll show it to you guys in that video and like show you what I do for my everyday makeup, like errand running, or just when I don't want to walk out of the house barefaced. So yeah, that'll do it for this video, guys. Leave your comments, questions, suggestions, concerns, everything like that down below for me, and I will get back to you. And it just feels really good to film again. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!